As we get closer to the arrival of our next tale in the Wild West, today we're going to be looking at everything that we know thus far about Red Dead Redemption 2. This includes all kinds of details from insider leaks to official information from Rockstar Games, but if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to smack that like button and consider subscribing, as I'm your best source for everything to do with this next Red Dead game. Nonetheless, we're going to start off by breaking this down into a few chapters, the first being the setting. As Rockstars described themselves, we will be adventuring through a vast atmospheric world in the unforgiving Heartlands. We've already seen from our first trailer the beautiful open world that they've created for us, and through the leaks we've gotten, we may know where we're headed to next. As most of you guys already recall, in April of 2016, a leaked map of Red Dead Redemption 2 surfaced, which was later confirmed by Tech Radar, who had a source close to the development saying it was a recent showing of the art direction, and further proof came from the first trailer where many locations backed up with this map. Within this map, it appears that parts of Red Dead Redemption will be returning with tall trees and the Great Plains, and the overall game will be taking place east. From this leaked map, a lot of locations actually have historical significance, such as Old Fort Wallace, which was a real US cavalry fort built in Wallace County, Kansas in the late 1800s to defend settlers against Native American raids. It was considered to be one of the most important outposts on the frontier. We also have a few locations that can be translated into Native American languages, such as Cohutta, which is a Cherokee Indian name meaning mountains that hold the sky, and surprisingly enough, on this map it actually appears that this is in a very mountainous range. Other locations such as Tallulah Jetty, Van Horn Trading Post, Sisika Penitentiary can actually be found on street signs in Red Dead Redemption's Blackwater, which is oddly interesting. The map also shows various terrain such as a bayou, mountains, desert, and a large amount of lakes and rivers for us to hopefully be able to venture through. The size of this world appears to be about 1.5 times bigger than Red Dead Redemption, which isn't close to Grand Theft Auto 5 but still is a massive size. And although we don't know the exact year, it looks like Red Dead Redemption 2 should be taking place sometime between 1895 to 1907, serving as a prequel. Some of the evidence includes most of Dutch's gang returning, which can be seen on the poster, and the large amount of bison seen in the trailer, which in Red Dead Redemption, as most of you know, the population was near extinction. Either way, Rockstar Games is creating once again an amazing, unique, immersive setting that a lot of us cannot wait to adventure through. From our first trailer, we can actually get a decent look at some of the animals that we'll encounter. This includes elk, deer, rats, sheep, coyotes, squirrels, crows, white egrets, cardinals, turkey vultures, bison, cattle, dogs, and horses. I plan to see many more animals in future trailers, as Red Dead Redemption featured alone 38 species. But another interesting fact is that this next Red Dead's wildlife shows animals engaging with each other, which could be indication that Rockstar has created a working ecosystem. This could make our experience even more immersive. Just imagine walking up on a pack of wolves hunting down deer, or even seeing a bear hunt for fish in a river. These small features really just help the open world. But other small things to know is the baby animals, which can be seen with the bison in the trailer. This could be a sign of having older and younger animals, which again would be another nice touch to make exploration a little bit more authentic. Listen to me, when the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over. This is the only line of dialogue that we've gotten thus far, with this game being a prequel and Dutch's gang serving in some type of role. That's the only information that we know thus far. But thanks to an insider who leaked multiple Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs with spot-on details weeks before release, we'll be playing as 3 protagonists, all of whom are former members of Dutch's gang, and unfortunately none are John Marston. Other hints came from the leaked map, which has many locations hinting at a larger Native American presence, which could lead to us seeing what exactly happened in the events leading to Red Dead Redemption. We've heard from Drew McFarlane about battling natives in the past, and Jake also stating soldiers left Fort Mercer to possibly battle natives, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a war between settlers and natives, maybe drawing inspiration from real battles like the Battle of Little Big Horn. And with the poster showing off a Magnificent Seven vibe, the game could be heavily inspired by this theme. This could lead to us defending a small town or race of people from oppression. Rockstar and Take-Two have promised for another emotional journey and described the game as being a big, sprawling, optimistic view of America again, which sounds promising, but topping the story of John Marston will be no easy task. We only have a slight idea with some of the characters that we will see, and it mainly comes from the poster. We clearly see John Marston, Dutch Vanderlyn, and Bill Williamson. Other characters are up for debate, some saying the older outlaw looks like Landon Ricketts, which would only make sense if the poster isn't of a gang and only characters that we'll meet, as John Marston and Landon Ricketts obviously never met before the events of Red Dead Redemption, so they can't be in the same gang. Other theories have that Red Dead Revolver characters could be making a return in some way, as we can see one of the characters from the poster looks very similar to Revolver's Jack Swift. And next, it looks like one of our protagonists should be that of the center character, who is also seen a few times in the trailer and from a leaked screenshot of this game, which came from the portfolio of a Rockstar employee. And also expect to see many more Native American characters, as a former Rockstar employee accidentally posted character art on their portfolio, which could be a part of Red Dead Redemption 2. From these images, we can see different designs being made for natives, which actually look pretty cool to me. From the trailer, we only got a brief look at some of the guns we'll be using. The most intriguing new feature is the possible addition of dual wielding, but the possible weapons seen in the trailer includes the Schofield revolver, Henry repeater, bolt action rifle, sawed-off shotgun, and double-barreled shotgun. And again, if natives are playing a bigger role, expect to see weaponry used by them such as tomahawks, blowguns, bow and arrows, swords, and much more. We don't know much about Red Dead Redemption 2's gameplay yet, but from the leaks we've gotten, it appears that much of the elements seen in the previous installment will be returning, such as gang hideouts and side missions. From the leaked map and trailer, it also looks like we'll be having heists, which will end up working very similar to how they work in Grand Theft Auto 5, and a boating feature, and you could assume that swimming will finally feature as well. From the character art leak that I mentioned earlier, it also looks like we may have more ways of customization, which includes face paint, scars, and changing gear like outfits or masks. This type of customization could be a huge part of the online experience. From another leak, it also looks like in some way vehicles may be featured, as a Rockstar employee listed themselves working on this for the next Red Dead title. Although if we do see any cars, there'd be probably only a few, only going a couple miles per hour, as cars were only just being made around that time, but more than likely this employee is probably working on stagecoaches and boats. As Rockstar has said, they're creating a huge world for the foundation for a brand new online multiplayer experience. PlayStation 4 players will receive all online DLC first in a timed exclusive deal similar to how Call of Duty's deal with PlayStation works. Again, from insider leaks, it said that like Grand Theft Auto Online, this Red Dead multiplayer won't launch at release of Red Dead Redemption 2 but will come shortly after, letting Rockstar prepare the servers. Expect to see many similarities between Grand Theft Auto Online and this next Red Dead Online in terms of continuous content and microtransactions, as members from Rockstar's North team are actively helping create this multiplayer experience. Red Dead Redemption 2 will finally reach our hands in fall of 2017 on either PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and probably PC in 2018. This game has been reportedly in development for years now, some rumors stating it began in 2012. With marketing already beginning, a delay doesn't look likely at all, which is great because that is one of the things that Rockstar is best known for. In the coming weeks and months, we should begin to hear a lot more about our next journey in the West, but this is just about everything that we know thus far about Red Dead Redemption 2. Anyway, Outlaws, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value. And let me know in the comment section what excites you the most about this next Red Dead title, and what type of new features do you want to see included in this game. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, as I'm your best source for everything to do with this next Red Dead title, and remember, Outlaws to the end.